Hello everyone, I'm Serious Simmer and welcome to another video. Okay, so I made this sim really quickly to test the pack with. She's head to toe with Cottage Living items, except I gave her some CC skin details. I'm going to create a lot of townies for my Let's Play Bramble family values, so I'll do a full create a sim review then, but so far I love it. There's so many adorable sweaters to mix and match. What I really want to focus on here are the traits. There's one new aspiration, country caretaker, and two new traits, lactose intolerant and animal enthusiast. And while I think that these are cute traits that blend well with the pack, I do feel like we could have had one or two more. Specifically with animal enthusiast, maybe we could have had a dislikes animal trait for some reason. But more importantly, there are no new likes and dislikes, which I think is crazy considering preferences are a new functionality to The Sims 4, and you would think EA would want to build on that in each new pack. For instance, I think there could have been a like or dislike for cross-stitching. I'll probably end up making one myself. I have a tutorial on making custom likes and dislikes on my channel, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. So the first thing I did actually was try out the different seasons, but I'm going to leave those images as montages at the end of the video. Anyway, the next thing I was really curious about were the errands. I only did one, and honestly I had a lot of fun figuring it out. Maybe I'm easily entertained, but I felt like the Sims were sending me on a little quest. I think this is a cute feature and I'm interested enough to finish all the errands. But I'm guessing that there's not this never-ending stream of errands, so correct me if I'm wrong, but once you've done them all, that part of the game is over, which is a problem for obvious reasons. I also spent some time shopping in town, and this is probably one of my favorite features in the pack. Even though it's a small addition, I love that we can go to a stall and buy milk and eggs and jam. It's so cozy and quaint and adds some necessary realism to the game. I haven't tried Zoomer's delivery service, but I've heard it's not working for a lot of people, so I'm curious to see if that works out for me. So overall, I really loved being in town in Fenchwick, and I wanted to try out a fair for the sake of this video, but the next one wasn't until next week, and I was having trouble with the UI cheats extension and changing dates. Like my sim would keep dying, so I couldn't do that. But Fenchwick was so cozy, it was so nice. It really felt like a community. So this is a build by Chrissy's Corner here on YouTube, and I feel like it demonstrates the build by of this pack so perfectly. I am not exaggerating when I tell you that this pack's build by feels like holding a puppy. It's like so quaint, it's just heartwarming and emotional, and every piece fits together so perfectly. If there's anything in this pack that's 10 out of 10, it is the build by. I love it. Obviously, there can always be more items, but I think that they did amazing with what they gave. So then I actually wanted to test out some of the animal game play. So you can only have one animal per shed, which I think is so annoying. Honestly, it would be nice if we could have like a couple cows in this shed and then have another shed that has a couple of llamas, because I do want to make like a big family farmer that like has just like a mass farming situation going on. So this is going to be very problematic for that, but overall I felt like all the interactions that you could do with the animals were very cute. I really want to get into getting treats for them and just building my relationships with them. I think that they are absolutely adorable. And also just having like the little bunnies and foxes pop up all over the place, that is the best feeling. I think it's something like that that really adds to the realism of the game. You just see like a little fox in the corner of your eye or a little bunny, and it just makes your freaking day. Listen, the word of the pack is cozy. It just digs into your heart and wants you to stay, take a nap here. You can stay here for the night. It is so good like that. This pack's biggest selling point is the vibe that it creates. I think that I could just spend days and days doing just this. feeding my chickens, cross-stitching, cooking a simple dinner. Like, I don't know, it's a huge stress relief. Like, I don't know if you guys play any like cozy management games, but this gives you that same feeling. I think that in the version the Game Changers got in the early access, people got cross-stitching wasn't a skill and they made it a skill after the fact. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but cross-stitching is a skill now. It has 5 levels, and honestly, I mean, they could have done more with that. They could have made it a preference like we said earlier, but I'm happy for it. I already know that in my Let's Play I want Layla Bramble's mother, Tess Bramble, to have like a cross-stitching club where she teaches the local kids how to cross-stitch or something like that. I think that'll be a really sweet moment. So I did play this with the Simple Living Lot challenge on, and so I couldn't make anything but Yorkshire pudding and some mac and cheese and stuff, but I felt like Yorkshire pudding was the most cottage living dish available to me. I did consider going and getting more groceries, but I figured it would be better to just build it naturally. I love all the new recipes that we're gonna get, and I'm excited to build my skills for them. I also like have a save, which is like a Harry Potter save, so I think these recipes are gonna be really great for that because I always play with like the Weasleys and I'm always building Molly Weasley's cooking skills, so that's gonna be a lot of fun to add to her gameplay specifically for me. Okay, next thing that I was really curious about were clubs. I love playing with clubs. If you have the get together pack, you know how much fun clubs can be and how much gameplay they add. So initially I was wondering if any club interactions would be included, and they actually included cross-stitching and caring for animals in the has club interactions. So I think that's really cool. As you can see, this lady is talking to the birds, and that is included in our club interaction. I didn't have farming as a part of their or gardening as a part of their club group activities, so they're not going to gain points for this, but I just thought it was really cute, and I'm excited to continue playing with clubs later on. And we also have ponds now. These ponds are so adorable. One thing I would say, before they get in the pond, I wish that they would have that interaction where they took their shoes off, which is available in the Snowy Escape pack if you have it, because this looks unrealistic. She just walked into the pond with like high heels. But overall, I do really love this functionality, and I just think it's so cute. I love that you can have little ducks and frogs in your pond in your backyard. Okay, so moving on to the seasons, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the scenery here. I think it was so gorgeous, so lovely. One thing I will say is I don't think snow is naturally occurring in Henford-on-Bagley. When I looked through, there was no snow days scheduled for the week of winter, so I just cheated it, so that's the snow that you're going to see. But overall, I think this is going to be a really fun pack to play with. Obviously, these are just my first impressions. I've literally only had the pack for a day, Your opinions can change, maybe it'll get repetitive, maybe it'll get boring, but as of right now, I do not regret buying this pack, and most importantly, I don't regret paying full price for this pack. I usually always wait for the sales, but because this had a lot of elements that were very special to me and things that I knew that I would love in a game pack, I just went for it. Like certain packs I would not pay like the full price for. Okay, so I'm actually gonna stop talking now. If you guys like this video, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot of cottage living content in the coming weeks, and I hope to see you in another video.